What's the word, folks? My name is Ntwane. I've been a drug addict for 13 years. I've been clean for 1 year, and you're watching the Contraband Memoirs, featuring my sister, Miss Maddie. Where I used to buy my heroin, at the taxi rank. So the taxi rank is separated into two parts. It's like the posh side, as posh as a taxi rank can be with the posh dealers. And then there's the rowdy side where it's rough. But so I usually bought from like the posh side, né? But I could buy anywhere.
Could the posh side or the divisions be between people who are more like way down the line and ones who are still dealing with the addiction moderately?
Yes. So maybe like the guys from the burbs would buy from the posh side, as posh as a place can be.
Yeah,
And then the other guys could be we buying from like the guys that are into it on the they live on the streets.
Yeah.
They would buy from the bus stop side.
Okay.
So there was this dealer, né, who was on the rowdy side, and I would buy from him. I would have a relationship with him. So if I needed a discount, or if I didn't have money and I could pay him later, he would help me out, type of a thing. So maybe we've got a relationship for about 3 months, and so one day he sells me terrible quality heroin or nyaupe, and I tell him the next day, "Hey boss, I gave you $200. I've been a customer of yours for a while. Competition is crazy. Don't let me go to the competition. You know what I'm saying? Sort yourself out. What's going on with the product?" He's like, no, my bad. I'll sort it out. But check this out. This is the good stuff. I'm like, are you sure, boss? Because there's nothing worse, né, when you're spending like your last money and you get bad product, especially with a drug like heroin, whereby the withdrawals are crazy and you need to sort yourself out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, are you sure, boss? He's like, no, don't worry. This is the right stuff. I gave him like another, I give him 200 rand. 200 rand is 5 bags, 40 rand per bag.
How did you know that it wasn't good quality?
First of all, I think it was a quality and quantity issue. Now, quantity, small quantity is bad enough. You can see it. Okay, this is small compared to the general market. Quality, maybe sometimes it's in the smell. The heroin is usually got like a vinegar smell. The more rich in vinegar it is, usually the better the product, usually. But how you tell is how many hits you have to take for you to become relaxed. And nothing was that. So basically, and also how long after you've hit maybe the 5 bags do you start withdrawing again? So the better the quality, it will take you a longer period of time before you start withdrawing. So this guy, I'm not feeling the highs, and I start to withdraw sooner than under normal circumstances. So maybe this goes on for like 3 days. So on the 3rd day, so this time I go in the morning. Now the bus stop side in the morning, it's rowdy. Not everybody has money. Heroin is a drug that people are in pain in the morning because of the withdrawal symptoms. Now, if you're in pain, you're desperate. That's where the muggings happen. And so under normal circumstances, if they know you, I think I'd been in the game long enough that the street kids knew me, because sometimes I would help them. But anyway, I go to this same dealer, and sometimes dealers, you can recognize them by the different color bags, how they wrap it, the color. Okay, this is okay. Packaging, yes. Yeah. So you'd be like, okay, no, this is the good stuff. And some dealers are consistent. Okay, this is the good stuff. It's brown, it's black, it's green, it's yellow. Yellow was the bag under normal circumstances. If it's yellow, it makes a person say hello. So
yellow is the color of you associated with one dealer.
No, you're associated with good quality, because some dealers could have the same supplier.
Yeah.
You could have 10 dealers with the same supplier with the same product. So sometimes it's just the color of the packaging.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you buy based on your relationship. Who can give me when I don't have money? Who can? I used to spread out the love because sometimes your favorite dealer is not there that day, and then I put in all my bags, all my money in one basket. You know what I'm saying? And then he's not there, and then I have to look silly and go and beg. So if this guy's not here, it's not awkward. Hey boss, hey, what you saying? Help me out. I'll see you at the end of the month. So this guy, this dealer, we'll call him Spare. For the sake of the story. So Spare, I get to him, and most dealers, in fact, if not every, they've always got people around them. Now, the people around them are the people who don't have money, or so the street guys will hang around the dealer for two reasons. Number one, hoping they could get sent somewhere. Hey, go buy me chips. Hey, go buy me airtime. And with that, maybe they can get a 10 rand or something.
Okay.
The second reason is because people come and buy at the dealer. Now they can see who's coming, who's buying. I know the streets, who's who. Also, if I'm buying, a bag is 40 rand. If I'm buying and I give 50 rand and I get 10 rand, they've got an opportunity to ask me for that 10 rand or something I can give. Hey, man, give me a 5 rand, give me a 10 rand. So you see. So I go and buy from Spare. I will see what he's got. And I recognize, no, this is the same bollocks that he gave me the last time. And I'm like, no, boss. And I think I was a bit rude about it because I was frustrated as well because you've lied to me.
Yeah.
I've been your customer. Yes, you've been helping me, but I've always paid you. And what I would do, I'd always give interest. Like if you give me 40 rand, maybe I'll pay you back 60.
Okay.
Just so that relations.
Yeah.
And so I tell him, nah. I don't want this product because it's disappointed me. So I think I embarrassed him in front of his
Minions.
his minions. And he's one of those guys who rates himself.
Okay.
He's always had the music playing. He had the little tuck shop happening to deceive people. But he was silly because you're not supposed to attract attention. He was a best dressed on a Monday morning. Like, dude, where are we going? Okay, peanuts fine and chips and just to but music loud as hell. Like you can't even hear you when you're saying, hey man, like, give me 2 bags. Hey, what? Give me 2 bags. Turn it down. Anyway, so I don't buy them, whatever. It is what it is. So I think I go to the posh side and get from the guys there. But now I also want to buy rock, crack cocaine. Now so I have to go buy back to the other side, the rowdy side.
Yeah.
So under normal circumstances, I wait in my car. I wait in the car. So the crack cocaine guys haven't arrived yet. But I tell myself, now, let me go and wait close to where they sell. So I wait for about 10 minutes. I've got maybe about 200, 300 in my pocket. So it's not really nothing. At worst, these guys will come and ask you for money, but I'm not expecting anything crazy. And then after a while, I see like 7 guys, these street thugs coming through. 3 of them have got a knife, have got knives. They're like, I'm gonna empty your pockets. So I try and resist, but I'm like, nah, there's 7 of them, and 3 of them have got knives. So like, empty your pockets. I'm like, okay, sharp, easy. So I'm shocked because it's the guys I usually help, and I can't figure out why they would do this. I understand there's always, it's not far-fetched to see like a robbery or a thugging or something happening early in the morning when people are withdrawing and they're desperate. But usually if they know you see, if you're good with a dealer or dealers, people usually leave you alone because you don't want to be seen to be messing up the dealer's customers or the customer relations. You know what I'm saying? So this is a strange day. So I'm getting robbed by people I help. So I pull out whatever. I've got my phone. I've got money. They take it all. So I'm thinking, yesterday. What happened here? So I go to the car.
Public relations.
What do you mean public relations?
Yeah, it's a public relations fail. I thought you've been trying to have relationships with everybody. now desperation makes them do these
Yeah,
things.
you know. So it is what it is. I go back home and get more money to buy what I wanted, but this time I don't go back there. So I probably took like a month or 15 days before I went back there. And I think also the problem was I went in the morning. So come find out as time goes on, word on the streets, because it was strange to me that I got robbed by people that I know.
Yeah.
Guess what happened?
What?
Spare, the dealer who was angry that I
Embarrassed.
that embarrassed him, he sent these minions to rob me, and he promised them something. I was like, wow, Spare. Can you believe it? Spare. You can't trust no one.
But you gave them a lot of money. They robbed you so that they could give him the money and he give them the drugs.
Yeah, but that's one day. But I also understand the loyalty is not with me, it's with the dealer, because the dealer's there every day and he can give them like this or that. But that's why I got robbed by them, because I it didn't register why these guys, these particular guys, because these are the guys, if I've got maybe a 5 rand I can give, a 10 rand I can give, not all the time, but you know, just because I know it's painful and whatnot. This guy Spare sent these minions to come and rob me. Can you believe it? And since then, his life hasn't been the same. He kept getting arrested. He kept getting that. He kept getting that. As a drug dealer,
So it might mean that he was doing it to a lot of his clients then.
he was always in fights. I remember one time this guy, I think it was a Saturday morning, there was no dealers yet. You know, sometimes they come late and buyers just start crowding because, you know, this guy comes with like a van, in the back of the van with like 15 people in the back of the van. Like, where's this guy? Where's Tsepo guy? Like, wanting to fight. Because he was such an attention seeker. It was crazy. And as a drug dealer, you're supposed to lay low. But
Do you think he was taking drugs as well?
no.
Okay.
He smoked Zol and maybe smoked cigarette, alcohol, but
They're all drugs, excuse me.
yeah, but
Yeah, not like illegal
yeah,
drugs. Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
say.
His business sense was all right, but his attitude and he's wanting to be seen, it caught up with him. And I remember one time I was at the Golview shops, and then I actually saw him. He was with his lady friend, and I actually gave him a lift to where I was going. The nice guy I am. But I was like, yeah, that's what you get. How can you believe it?
Yeah, no honor amongst druggies.
Not at all. So that's my story as to how I got mugged and got set up by Spare.
Hey, lady, these stories, for me, they're always heartbreaking, no matter how many times I hear them. Yeah, they're heartbreaking, but I'm glad that you don't have to endure this anymore.
Yes. So it's one of the many reasons that I decided to quit. Or at least decided to go to rehab. But there's many more. We'll have more of these sessions. And just to let the people know, guys, drugs are bad. Stay away. It's not always easy. I was helped by my family support. I was helped by my mom, my sisters, myself. I was helped by the powers that be, the power that is. And yeah, you want to say something?
Yeah, I thought we watched you and we couldn't figure out what's going on. We didn't know what to say before we really went into the research. And hearing the stories every time, they hit different. It's like, how could we not know? How could we not see anything? I can't even imagine you in that part of town. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, many people couldn't actually. You know, when I first started buying, they couldn't. They thought I was an undercover cop. They couldn't believe it. Let me see your fingers. Nah. Because if you smoke for a long time, they become brown and whatever. Let me see your fingers. Nah. It would take other guys who'd seen me around to vouch. Like, nah, this guy's okay, man. This guy's okay. He's one of us.
So your fingers were not brown?
No, they were still clean.
Okay, how did you keep them clean? Because I've never seen your fingers brown.
First of all, because I started off smoking with weed, with cheap weed.
Yeah.
So you take the weed, you roll it, and then you sprinkle. That's the typical way where we're from.
Sprinkle with what?
The actual heroin, the nyaupe.
Okay. Mm.
So, but after a while, I realized, hey, it wastes time. Sometimes you're withdrawing, you want it now.
Okay.
So what you do is use the foil. You chase the dragon.
Yeah.
So if you chase the dragon, your fingers will never be.
Oh, I see.
Because you're holding foil and you're burning the foil,
Okay.
your fingers will never be under in a state.
That makes sense. I think even cigarette smokers have.
Yeah, it's
Brown.
those. You know what it is? It's people who smoke it to the end, and they don't put a filter, and then it gets to the end, and that accumulates.
Okay.
So that the color of the weed it stains the finger.
Okay.
Because they to the, yeah. So us we put a filter and the cheese boys tease. I'm done. It's crazy.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all, folks. See you next time.